Hello, welcome back to Black Mesa. Some time ago, in an episode of this playthrough, I told you there is a big thing going on in the background and I said it was over, but then in Knights of the Old Republic I said that it's going well actually. Now, I've got the final results and it's shit. It went to shit. It's all gone. It's done and over. Out. So there's that. Fantastic. The other thing is Disney announced a new movie. That is to say, a new remake of an old movie. And the remake of the old movie is this time, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. You might already know that Little Mermaid, well, that the new Little Mermaid is modern, is improved, and it will have a black lead. That is to say, Ariel, the red-headed mermaid, is gonna be black. So what about that? On one hand, it's mermaids. You can't really say there is no black mermaids. On the second, the original was made white. So someone made a conscious choice to pick someone to fit the role, and they chose someone who looks less like the part. Because, you know, again, like J.K. Rowling did when she... What did I plug in? Oh, that thing. Now we need to find the weird tentacles to hit to open the petals, or really leaves. When J.K. Rowling said, oh, what can we hit it with? It didn't work with the hive hand, which is an issue because this has unlimited hits, and that's not in this section. There it is, and it's got the amoebas. Also, the hive hand doesn't kill the amoebas. So what the fuck have I plugged in? And what does it do now? What is this? Oh. Right, at least that went well. So I've opened... Oh, it already glows blue? I already hit it? It already worked? So what did I plug in? I plugged in this. What does that do? What does that do? What is this? Explain yourself. Alright. Oh, maybe I plugged in one... No. That doesn't make sense, does it? Because there's only one blue, like, wire or stalk of the plant going all the way over there for the thing to be hit. Oh, there's another. Does that one do something? Right, so Ariel, right? She was white and she was a redhead, and J.K. Rowling said when she wrote Harry Potter, that fuck. I think we're gonna be going all the way around to trigger all these from up close, actually. Because it's blue already, it's been hit, I guess. Or do you hit these to do it? Well, it worked. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. Fortunately, we've got a recording of what has happened with that. So at least we've got something to rely or fall back on when we need video evidence on what the fuck is going on. Right, J.K. Rowling. I don't even is her name Joan? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. She said how she described Hermione is in the book is that she had two big teeth, curly hair, and something or another. But or did she really say red hair actually as well, or like chestnut hair because she's supposed to only look slightly like Weasley's? So something like that, but specifically, so that's the quote, right? And later on, and as she quotes that, she comments on it right away, saying nothing about the color of the skin. So that's fine, right? When it comes to when they were making like a musical, I think, out of Harry Potter. Oh, a jump pad. What the fuck is this for then? Is it just a jump pad? Well, or maybe it triggered something else as well. Should I be hitting something on the outside with a gun? Maybe. Let's see if we can use the jump pad for something important. Maybe jumping over this, whatever this is. Yes. So we have the explosive bulbs, alright. This leads us back in here in case we want to quit. Oh, right. What? So why is this here? Right. The only way to find out is just fucking blow it up. So the musical, and it was an issue because Hermione was played by a black woman. Alright. Hive hand doesn't work on that either. So with that, it's supposed to be legitimate, right? So, we plugged in the plug, and then we must have, I guess, actually triggered the tentacles with Hive hand, or fucking somehow, I don't know, because it just didn't work here, right? So now we've got the power crystal. Again, was the power crystal just laying there, or can we actually shatter the regular orange crystals and plug them into those weird sockets, the alien power sockets? Apparently the second one, actually. So the bigger is better, but we need a specific item. And then again, it's surrounded by these, so why can't we just crowbar one of them out and drop it into the power generator? So it generated a portal. Right, so we're generating some portals. Maybe we'll eventually generate a portal over to the tower with the Nihilant. Right, so the musical, and Hermione was played by a black woman. And when it comes to having red and chestnut hair, it's usually a domain of Caucasians, because, you know, they're pale, so they've got less melanin, which also shows up in their hair, or doesn't show up in their hair. So that exists, and we want a shotgun. I want a shotgun. And from there, we're here. Alright. Green is the exit one, right? Can I go back? Will it work? I don't know. Let's see what's in here. Let's trigger all the things and then try going back. We've been there. Something weird. So we're going across. We're not gonna be... Oh, we're jumping over there, aren't we? For some reason. Alright. Oh, we can first crank the thing in. But we've got the double jump module. Are you not relying on us remembering what tools have we got to our disposal? Strange. Is there anything else on the inside? There's blue crystals that could charge our thing, but we can't. Or do we crank it in so we can jump in over there? So we can juice up our armor. I think I'm hearing more eye hounds, but I might be mistaken, I guess. It's possible that I am mistaken. So now Ariel. Oh, we can't go back, right. So Ariel now is black. And is it an issue? You know, technically not really, because whatever, right? But then again, the original character, as much as it is original, I don't really know the whole story of the Little Mermaid, was white, so it was portrayed white, and now it's arbitrarily changed, seemingly. And again, it's added to it. It's not so arbitrary that it just so happened to have been changed for no reason. We have these agendas about representation and shit like that, and I guess uplifting people who didn't do well enough for themselves. Yeah, we are going here after all. That was dumb. Yeah, if those paths didn't have like pre-written vector of direction we're gonna go to, there would be a lot of struggling. But then again, you know, it's not like it's not even like they're angled towards a certain direction, so that when you look at it, you kind of know where you're gonna go. Because I was expecting to just double jump across there and then go over there maybe, or across those little islands to fucking nowhere apparently. I was ready to do that. Like I said, I could just double jump it with the module, right? And we would have been fine getting somewhere. But instead, we just ought to get in and go fuck ourselves, I guess. We dropped in on it wrong, so like that. Right, so Ariel, not really important about her struggle, her being well, but then maybe again, like she meets a prince, obviously, right? And that prince, well, also, is also white, but then again, they can both be black, because why not? But then again, it's like a I don't know. It's in the past. I'm not gonna name time era, so it's from the past. I think the colonist past, because the guy was like a sailor, and sailing was big around, you know, colonization. So something about there. All we need to do is not get hit by those, not get hit by anything that could trigger them. I got some noise again. We've got eye hounds there, so all we need to do is blast them once and for all to not get them. Right, but the bulb stayed. We can squeeze through here, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And the camouflage against those blue things, that's actually seems like an interesting design choice when it comes to remaking Zen, actually. Only why would the eye hounds be arboreal and sitting in the fucking trees like that, camouflaging against those blue things with their blue stripes? Strange. They don't look like they climb with their short legs, and also only 3 of them. So there's that thing. Do we shoot it right now, or do we climb? Maybe we can climb over there for that thing first. But then again, if we shoot it, it'll just open from where we are. So we come to a dead end, essentially. Again, hive hand. Would it be useful this time? Not this section. There we go. That's still a no. Alright, and we picked up some ammo for this. MP3s for, alright. So what have we opened here now? Just a part of it, alright. So colonization, and Africa wasn't big, and countries in Africa. Let's be specific, let's not be accused of mistaking Africa for a country. Countries in Africa didn't seem to be interested much in colonization like Europe was, because, you know, they had other things on their heads, like not dying of starvation, and heat, and deserts, and jungles. You know, generally not too nice environments. So their nomadic, some people's nomadic cultures, civilizations, tribes, weren't really conducive to settling down, draining a place from resources, as in gold, and then moving over, and then needing more from a different part of the world, I take it. So the sailor is white as well, so the mermaid falls in love with a white guy. Interesting, actually, because, again, there might be a black sailor, that's not a big issue technically, but what's up? What is up is, if she's black and falls in love with a white guy, won't that be racist as well? Were you just thinking about representation on a surface level, that the main character need to be propped up because blacks aren't getting enough recognition or jobs, so we need to compensate? Are we raping 2 birds with 1 stone right here, where first a bunch of people is gonna be mad about race swapping Ariel, and then another bunch of people is gonna be mad about race mixing with Ariel, because, you know, blacks will complain about that as well, that black women are taken up by white men. That's an issue to them as well. So cool. Oh yeah, again, this place doesn't also, well, the paths don't also require you to start off from a higher place, so you get more potential energy that's transformed probably into kinetic energy to hit the pad harder, to jump higher. You can just achieve the same height from the ground level, which I will now demonstrate. Observe, I kinda slipped, but I can use my turbo jets to not get damaged when falling. Also, that was good enough. Again, demonstrating. Good enough. And also we're getting as much air as possible, really. We're almost hitting our head against the ceiling. Right. So race mixing. And then you might have noticed, some of you might be here because of it. I'm sort of advertising myself on Reddit, which is the shittiest place on the internet, but it's popular, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm leaving my things over there, and I've been exposed to some of the posts, right? And I think I've learned about Disney remake of Little Mermaid from there, and seeing she's black, you know, immediately controversial. But also, oh, it's a zombie. Man, it looked like a regular person. Right, what are we killing you with? A revolver, how about? Man, this flashlight doesn't really, at least their flashlight doesn't really cast much light in front of them. It's as if it exists only to bring your attention to them, and so that they can light themselves up, like with their arms. Like they can light up their arms and other pieces of their body. Again, look, Glock, a revolver, a crossbow, grenade for the MP3, and something else. Now I forgot. We picked it up, and we're not gaining anymore. We are already at our limit, so we've blasted something, and that was enough. Probably shotgun rounds, or maybe a grenade. So one or the other. So on Reddit, I think I've learned that there's gonna be Little Mermaid remake and live action as well, and the lead is gonna be black because, of course, right? And also there, I've learned things like Scarlet Witch needing, well, officially being fucking, I want to say Romanian, but probably not. Not American only, but also it's not like it's a different race. It's not white versus black. So there's one thing. Nationality, whatever. But that's fine. I can keep it for the example. That there is Ra's al Ghul. I think that's how you pronounce it for some reason. Hello. How will I be able to climb out of there? I also already picked up everything. Oh, there are trip mines as well down there, so probably the thing is gonna collapse under our feet. Let's try looking around before we go there. Natasha Romanov is obviously Russian, but that's still Caucasian, so you're not legitimized in complaining about that. Who else? Ra's al Ghul is from somewhere and not quite white, so there's a leg to stand on there. The Mandarin also being one guy or another, but ended up being played by a white guy. Man, this place seems to be large. These things are gonna find their way to me, probably, and try to blow me up. Oh yeah, also we've got the red things, and they're camouflaging against those, I guess. They just glow just a little bit too hard, I think. To my taste, to my liking. Too white for my liking, yeah. Or too black, actually, in this case. And there are a bunch of characters that's been whitewashed, like also with the thing anime Ghost in the Shell. Scarlet played it. Played the Colonel, is it? The main character which is supposed to be Asian. Yeah, right, so whitewashing. And I'd rather they had a, well, yeah, yellow lead, why not, fuck you. I'm not gonna apologize. Yellow lead, but they opted for a white one. So, on one hand, they're bleaching some characters for the recognizable names in Hollywood. Good actors that are white, that are I don't know, popular, at least popular. To get the name recognition and draw. Ah, there we go. See, someone's already blowing up. So name recognition and draw people to the cinemas with that, right? But then again, now they're making Ariel black. The Little Mermaid is being blacked. Yes. And what for? For name recognition? I don't recognize that actress. And again, I wouldn't have minded if all those characters that were supposed to be different nationality, I would actually prefer them to have been played by the racially appropriate, essentially, people, because it's more accurate to the source material. So I'd prefer that. That would have been neater. And with that, again, we're at this, like, in this situation where you had your fucking opportunities to represent landing jets, to represent whoever you want, however you want. You had your options for the yellows, the blacks, the Arabs, whoever, right? And you chose whites. And when it comes to cast another white character, you opt for a black one. And for what reason? Just to spite the whites because they're not woke enough? Seemingly, as I said, the black actress is not someone who I recognize. Oh, maybe it's not someone who I recognize. So it's not that this is supposed to be a name draw. So I don't know. So the only thing is the agenda. You're trying to spite someone and to what would I call it? Represent blacks, really? Right. So that exists, right? Obviously. Only another issue is we have all these stories, and you know, naturally, whoever you are, you write about what you see, what you experience, what you are, really. For instance, I'm often projecting my sex and gender onto characters that I'm talking about. When I don't know what gender or sex they are, I say he, for instance, because I'm a man. So there's that. And when you're white, you're writing characters that are white, because that's what you see, that's what you are, that's what you're projecting. You're surrounded by these people, so you write about what you see, about white people. And no, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I'm gonna say white people write stories about white people that are populated by white characters. And then they make movies about them and cast white people to represent the characters they've invented. This is a fucking maze. This will take a while. Good thing I've got things to say, right? So we can waste time and fucking walk around learning the map before we do real gameplay next time. White characters. There we go. Oh no, it snarks. Oh, fuck. It snarks. We have to find a way out already. Close. Fuck. Shit. Right, they're expiring right now. But we're out already. We also the blow up plants. Yeah, good thing I've managed to dodge that bullet. Right, so white people write white characters and then cast white people to represent those characters, obviously. Apparently, Ariel, well, I don't really, like I said, based on what I think, Ariel was written by white people and is represented in the cartoon movie by a white person. Fuck, it bit me. Landing jets. So there's that. And with that, the problem is, where are all the black stories? On one hand, you could say there is a bias and only white stories are sort of represented, are getting recognition in Hollywood, essentially. But also, who is it? The guy that did Get Out and then Nope, creatively named Nope movie. He's black. He made a story about black people with their unique black problems, casting black people as the main leads. Did I have a fucking problem with that? No. it wasn't a problem that a black guy played a black guy and the story was essentially black, right? For quick descriptor. And it wasn't an issue to identify with the character because, you know, he was the main character, we were rooting for him. The movie was not as good as you might have thought, but that's beyond the point. The point is, no one minded. I mean, who went to see the movie? Do you think it was seen in theaters by Europeans? Europeans are predominantly white. Do you see they went to see it? Or do you think they didn't go to see it because the lead was black and that would have been unappealing to them? So, on one hand, there might be a bias when it comes to popularizing white or black, or compared to, right, black stories made by black people. But Asian cinema finds some recognition in that area as well. So, what I'm trying to say is, no one minds. Where are the black stories? Where are the black stories? If you want your black characters, just write it black. Just be black. Make your stories, pitch them in, have them published, and no one will complain about the main character being black because it's originally designed to be black. Where are the black stories? Are we seriously? Is seriously everyone suppressing all the blacks in cinema, stopping them from making movies? Or are the blacks not interested in cinema making? So that's why there aren't many movies like that, or maybe again it's a social issue in a sense, socio-economical issue, as blacks are the poor caste essentially. Again, not to tote their own horn, there are also poor white people, obviously, but whether you're white or black, you are, well, you can be poor whether you're black or white, and poor people don't get to make movies usually, so that's fine, right? Maybe that might be an issue. And again, well, that's like the most legitimate point I guess I got to so far. I hope I'm not missing out on any supplies here, because I'm gonna be running around this place looting, I can tell you that much. So poor people don't get to make movies, so there's some legitimacy in this point. So with that, there might be an issue of underrepresentation of black people in cinema, in directors and actors, because they don't have the facilities, the opportunities to do it. But like, that would be the counter argument to what I was trying to end with, essentially, which is, where are the black stories? Where are all the black people making their movies about whatever color people they want? And would we need to whitewash them then when they made their own movie? So that would be my musings for today. Looks like we've made a round trip around this fucking weird tree here, triggering one or two things and picking up a few things as well. And that will be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel. Subscribe, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault. Maybe I should be replaced with a white character.